I'm Trier. I'm a local Albuquerque poet, and I'm here to talk about my book of poetry, The Art of Escape. And um, I will not be talking about my age, even though that was a suggestion. What else do I do? I'm a wildlife caretaker. I'm a mom. I used to be a scientist. I was a student at UNM. I guess I like to disturb shit. I'm an anarchist. I'm a witch. I'm a lot of other things, and I'm just here to talk today.
Cool. It's nice to have a fellow witch, punk, anarchist. It's kind of how we roll too. So, what made you want to be a poet?
You know, I don't think I started out wanting to be a poet. I just kind of started writing poems when I was like 12, 13, 14, and I wanted to be a veterinarian, honestly, when I was younger. And that was my first ambition. And I think I wanted to be some kind of writer. And then I started out on a path in high school to be a scientist. And I went and lived that life and did that out of college. I was a scientist and an engineer, and I was still writing poetry. But I still didn't think of myself as a poet. Um, I, I didn't identify myself as a poet until I was almost like 34, when I started sharing my poetry with others, like on an open mic and stuff. That's when I really started calling myself a poet. And I didn't think about a poet as like a profession or as a career until I started publishing books. And then, you know, if people ask me what I did, then I started to say poet.
Before we go into the next question, baby, can you close the door and tell Kelly to keep it down, please?
Yeah.
Just want to hear the I'm talking to his friends in the background, okay. It's still on. It's really awesome. So you expressed an interest in animals.
Oh yeah, I love animals, and like I said, I wanted to be a veterinarian when I was a little girl. And in college, I thought I wanted to go to veterinary school. So I took all these electives and I started volunteering at a place called Wild Care, Oklahoma. And I got into working with wild animals. But I didn't end up going to veterinary school. I was tired of eating ramen after college. And so I went into engineering, actually, for a number of years. But my love of animals didn't go away. And here in New Mexico, I work for the Wildlife Rescue of New Mexico now as an animal caretaker. So that's what I do when I'm not poeting.
Nice. Nice. Do you have a favorite animal?
Oh gosh, I have lots of favorite animals. The one I take care of the most is the dove, and I have a dove tattooed on my leg and on my wrist.
Oh.
So I take care of doves every day.
Oh wow. Is there a big difference between like furry animals and birds?
Well, there's a lot of differences in their anatomy, but they're all social. They all like to take care of their young. So they're all like us in that sense.
That's good. So who would you say you're most inspired by?
Oh gosh, you know, I'm inspired by a lot of people and a lot of poets. If we're talking poets, there's Plath, there's Neruda, there's Ava Limon, there's so many that I love so much. And you know, then there's the punk rock poets like Courtney Love. But if we're talking about who personally inspires me, I'd have to say my mother. So,
is she a really strong woman?
She is an awesome woman. She is so generous and so sharing and so giving of herself. And that's what inspires me about her.
Oh, that's good. So would you say you prefer comedy or drama? You were talking how you preferred like horror movies. I almost meant like normally I ask actors, stuff like that, comedy or drama. But in a sense, poetry has comedy and drama too.
Yeah, when I'm watching movies or shows, I prefer comedy. But when it comes to poetry, I don't know. I like a little bit of comedy and a little bit of drama and poetry.
I've talked a lot about this. I really feel like there's a little bit of comedy in every drama, and there's a little bit of drama in every comedy. And I think that's really what makes it a really well-rounded story.
Yeah.
Even in poetry, in movies, in shows, books, whatever, if you have a little bit of both, it really balances it out, because the times that are really heavy, when you have a little bit of a laugh, it makes the times that are heavy feel heavier almost.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like the times that are funny, if there's a little bit of drama, then it's funny again. You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
I think it helps to kind of have a little bit of balance in everything.
You know what I thought was a good show was that show Shameless,
Oh, I love Shameless.
because it had comedy and
Yeah.
drama.
Yeah,
and,
fantastic. The acting. Oh my god,
Yeah.
the acting was phenomenal. Like, just all the Gallaghers really. The only one, I really liked Fiona. The only thing I didn't like about her, she always had this like look on her face. She always looked she has this like look that she does where she's always like. And I just could not get over it. And actually, the guy who played her boyfriend in the first season.
Oh, and Lip is so cute. The bear. Oh my god. Oh, let me get hold of that boy.
He was fantastic. Like the part when he peed on Frank Gallagher, Frank didn't really know how to react, so he just started laughing, and they loved that. They're like, "Oh, we're keeping that." But yeah, so that is a fantastic show. The acting really is what brings it, and the characters. I love the characters. I really like at the end that they end with Ian and Mickey getting married, and I love their relationship. It's so tumultuous and just toxic, but it somehow still works, and they love each other, and it's so deep and like, but. I love their dynamic. Like, I think they're probably my favorite characters because I love them. Like, they're just so funny and they're so toxic and just a mess. But it's like, it's hilarious, but it's also like sometimes there's a lot of drama and there's some really dark moments that happen.
Well, and what I like about the drama too, we're making this whole damn interview about Shameless now.
It's okay.
What I like about the drama is it's real about how toxic family can be sometimes.
True. That's true.
It doesn't leave the fucking horrible shit out, but it's real that you all come back to like loving each other in the
Right,
end,
and even
too.
the way that they're toxic towards each other, and they're a horrible family. Like, this is a terrible example of a family, but the way that they come together when they need each other.
Yeah.
When there's somebody really in need, like when Deb just straight up has her baby on the floor, like everybody was there to help her deliver her baby, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I loved it. And then Frank was like, "Oh, well, you were born on the floor," and like a lot of kids were just popped out on the floor. And it's hilarious. Like, that's a family tradition. And drug use. Very toxic, but it's great because there's comedy and drama, and they have a very good mixture of it.
Yeah.
And the plot, like, I love a good show with a good plot or a good character drive. Like, it either needs to be driven by the plot or the characters, or both. And if you don't have one of those things and they just circle around each other, nothing happens, and it's boring.
Yeah.
But like, even like Charmed has really great like character dynamics. And
oh yeah.
the
I
plot's
love that
very
show,
okay,
too.
but the characters, the sisters, the way that they do things and they take on these challenges, that's what makes that show great.
Mhm.
It's, and like what I love about that show is just it's so incredibly cheesy. Like the effects
Yes.
and the acting
And they
sometimes
own
so
it,
cheesy.
too.
Yeah, and they love it. Like right, they embrace the cheese. They're like, yes, it's cheesy. So yeah, I agree. I think that like even just life kind of needs a little bit of comedy in the drama sometimes. You know what I mean? I
Yeah,
think that
well,
makes everything better.
That's one reason my two favorite genres of music right now are pop music and R&B, because like life is fucking depressing enough without listening to depressing ass music.
For real.
Even though I've had my love affair with depressing music, I have in my life. But now I'm in my pop music phase. I just want to listen to happy shit all the time.
So what's the song you've been listening to on repeat lately?
Let's see. I've been listening to a lot of Britney.
Yes. See, me, it's been like Lady Gaga. Like, I've been really into Lady Gaga, like her song Disease. I don't know if you've heard that one yet. It's like her new one. It's fantastic. It's amazingly composed. Like, all the harmonies are just
Oh, and I've
awesome.
been digging Sabrina Carpenter too lately.
Which one?
What's her one? Manchild.
Oh, yeah, isn't that the one where she buries somebody, she takes them out and kills them or something? Something. Yeah, but it's good.
So, gosh.
So what do you like most about being a poet?
Well, there's a lot to love about it. I mean, the creative part is the best part, the actual writing. Um, that's fun. Getting to be your own boss, do things on your own time. That's awesome. Um, some of the promotional stuff is fun. Some of it's not. Um, Editing and crap like that's not fun. People forget that you got to do stuff like that. I like the traveling part of it. That's fun, traveling and getting to go places. And I like the connecting with people part. It's really great when you write something and someone connects with it and gets it. That's really awesome, when someone comes to you and says, that poem really meant a lot to me, and thank you for writing that, that means a lot.
That's good. So what would you say you struggle with most in your career or just in life in general?
Oh, God. Well, I'm fucking bipolar, so I'm all over the place. I struggle with my moods. I struggle with a fucking chemical imbalance in my brain. I struggle with fucking just trying to maintain the semblance of being a normal person. And all of that is wrapped up in my poetry and in my creativity. And if you explore my writing, you'll see me talk about all of that. It's all wrapped up in my writing.
Yeah, and we'll get to see a little bit of that.
Yeah.
And I've heard your poetry. I really like it. I love the way you express yourself, that you're very clear in your communications, what you're trying to tell the audience. And it's like the way you tell your stories, I really appreciate it. I like the way that it's almost like you can hear how personal it is. It reminds me a lot of Amy Winehouse's lyrics, how like when you listen to her sing, it's like you just feel the pain she was in, like especially when she was using and stuff and she was writing music. It's like you just feel the depth of her pain and her hurt. And so I really appreciate that when writers can really convey that constructively and critically, where you can actually hear their pain and feel their emotions and kind of live the journey with them. I appreciate writing that's like that, and I think you're really great at doing that.
Thank you so much.
All right, so last question before we do some poetry.
Okay.
So what would you say is your favorite movie?
Favorite movie? Oh gosh, I have a lot of favorites.
Well, let's do like top 3.
Top 3. I knew I was going to overthink this one.
Don't think it. Just the first one that comes to mind.
Why am I going to say Pulp Fiction?
Pulp Fiction's a good one.
Yeah.
It's really well directed. It's
I was
hilarious.
like, why am I going to say a Tarantino film?
I mean, it's good. It's solid, even 40, almost 50 years later, it's fantastic. It still holds up,
Yeah.
It's a good one.
Uma Thurman, John Travolta.
Oh, yeah. Well, my favorite
Samuel
scene,
L.
I think
Jackson,
everybody's favorite scene is when
Bruce Willis.
when they inject her with the
How can
adrenaline
you
shit.
go wrong?
Like, it's so hilarious that they're just like, oh my God, what do we do? And just like start stabbing her and she's like, ugh! Like, oh, it's so funny. It's so good.
Oh,
Okay, so what about number 2?
Number 2. Oh, why am I thinking about this isn't really my favorite, but I just want to give it an honorable mention right now.
Okay.
Don't Look Up.
Oh, Don't Look Up was good.
It
was really good. It was well acted again.
Yeah.
The characters were hilarious.
And another
Fantastic.
one with Jennifer, what's her name?
Lawrence.
Silver Linings Playbook.
That was a good one too. That was the one she won her Oscar for.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
good. Oh,
I
she
like
earned
that
it.
one.
She's a good actress. I'll give her that. I really like her for the fact that she's kind of an everyday woman where she's like, I don't give a shit. This is how I am. I fart. I'm a woman, whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I do my thing. She's definitely almost like a frat girl. That's what she reminds me of. It's like if she were a frat boy, but in a girl's body. She's fantastic.
Yeah, maybe we could throw the Hunger Games films in there just for fun, too.
Yeah, there you go.
Do I have a crush on her? What's wrong with me?
Maybe a little.
All right, so I'm going to talk a little bit about my book, The Art of Escape. The Art of Escape is more than just a book of poetry. It's also a work of visual art. It's illustrated by Tarandi Navati, who is a wonderful illustrator who lives in Ohio. And it's illustrated with all kinds of pictures of escape artists and daredevils doing death-defying stunts. And the themes in the book, The Art of Escape, are themes of escape from the prisons and traps we set for ourselves in our minds and spirits. And the reason those themes developed was because back in 2015, when I wrote The Art of Escape, I was going through a lot. I was hospitalized 5 times that year, and I was separated from my children. So poetry became my escape. So I kind of like to do things a little bit random and leave things up to chance. So I'm just going to have the folks here in the studio with me pick a number between 1 and 113. And whatever page we land on, that's the poem we're going to read.
42.
42. So we'll go to page 42 and see what poem we land on. Okay. This poem is called Among the Rushes. Today her silken prayers have become lost in the rough leather corset of misunderstanding, cinched tight against pinched flesh and held breath. High heels make that ass look just right. Shoes that hurt are the soul of beauty. What are bare feet running through the night? The skin knees and splinters from strange trees, the tangles. She shouts down at passing men, "Come away, O human child!" Bound fairy, trapped essence smashed into a push-up bra with lipstick on her teeth again. A lost, cracked cell phone by her hand as ants surround her legs. Okay. Give me another number between 1 and 113.
65.
65. This is called Rides. Pain and pleasure are amusement park rides. The larger mysteries concern me. Birth, creation, atrocity. There is some evidence I've already died. In fact, that it was you that killed me, and I am a form of ghoul bound to this earth in damnation. The fathoms of promises echo to you, darling. Those rising corpses, flooded verses, vegetated, half-rotted, illegible tombstones at the bottom of our yesterdays. I know the names that are written in the cemetery where you were supposed to be buried by my side. No one else can tell you the hour or the shade of the fevered infant, the cherished daughter a father saw fade in the morning light. Only I, your undead bride, walking the earth reeking of fermentation, I will drag you from whatever place you choose, with fingernails torn and bruised. I will bury you back where you belong, back on the sunny hill of the past where we were once alive, riding the slides, laughing at the shivers that played up and down our spines as we passed each solemn stone. Another number?
99.
99. Okay. Oh, this is called May. I don't know if you can see the illustration, but it has a cool illustration.
If you want to, we can. Here, let me show it to the camera.
Put it up
Okay,
close
Bring
there.
it up close. Can you see it? Right there.
I could awaken, reborn at the center of a lotus, unblemished by wounds. Green eyes eager to receive earth's wonders, heart ready to trust. Would you love me then? All I have to do is die in this garden of delight and wait for the spring rain. The water and the sunlight makes dead limbs whole again. I will be a new girl, a virgin, untouched. I could finally stop fighting. I'd be beautiful enough.
No, 29.
121?
No, 29.
29. Oh, I'm glad you picked this one. Flowers and butterflies. Around 9 years old, I became aware that I possessed certain attributes: a curve of the lips, a brightness of eye, a pert little body, that made me a chosen flower, plucked from among countless others, to be set in every exotic bouquet on display. But it's all a lie. I'm still a simple flower, and I don't know why all my love turns to hate. Why I cannot bear being stared at, my fragrance inhaled. I just want to be a thorn or a nettle or a cactus or a grand old haunted tree full of raven secrets and long gone tongues of lightning. It must be I am too full of life to disguise myself. My honey brings bees, my urn of nectar drowns the lesser insects, and a cloud of gold dusts the victorious. Either that, or I am a Venus flytrap, hungry for meat, an illusion, alluring only for deceit. But I worry that no one has ever seen the real me, and that no one ever will, because what matters most is that I am pretty, not what I ever said or wrote. A butterfly is no better than a moth, but a moth earns no poetry, no delicate tattoos on ladies' ankles, no admiration or envy. This garden is full of fools. I am not pretty. My flower breathes a song to the pool where the butterflies drown.
That was really awesome. Do you want to read maybe like one more?
Sure,
That way I
let's.
can get you out of here.
Okay, pick one last number.
103.
103. Let's see what we're concluding with today. Okay, restless brain. Caught in a storm of nascent ideas with the tips of knives tickling my vertebrae, alert and senses heightened. The round fan is loud as a tidal wave. Time ticks by like the seconds to lift off. I feel phantom seatbelts and restraints, a pressure larger than gravity. I got to break free, the impossibility of relaxation, the closed, insurmountable gates of Nirvanable, the laughable teachings of Zen. Please tell me when the rabbit will break free of the gate and I can just chase until battery acid drips from my tongue and I'm done, too exhausted to think. Finally, I've silenced the seething mob. All right. Thank you so much.
Go ahead and just do like a conclusive thing.
Oh, yes. And let me tell you where you can buy my book on Amazon and my website, www.trierward.com. That's TRIERWARD. And I also have a YouTube channel and Instagram. Insta is Trier Ward, and the YouTube channel is oh God, what is my
Don't worry about it.
YouTube?
We'll put the link in the.
All right, they'll put the link in there for you. And anyhow, that's great. I hope you all have a chance to check out my poetry, and it's been lots of fun. I'm just gonna have somebody in the crowd shout out a number between 1 and 113, and whatever poem it lands on in my book.
13.
That's the poem I'm going to read. 13. Okay. So 13 is Midnight Orchid. Okay. The sleepy flower feels her dizzy hour begin, slipping. The dissolution, soul's malnutrition, from tainted earth and drunk moonbeams that do not let her chlorophyll flow. Her violet red gathers and folds. Bloom is beginning. She can't wake up to greet the sun. She'll be a funeral rose, brightening death. The shy harlot of the stained garden, transient, pollen like gold dust on swollen lips, soft to resist insect protuberances that dip into sweet resinous nectar kept secret from all but one. The Shadow Sun, he brings a steel gun of ultraviolet to coax her to bloom at night with gamma frequencies beyond man's sight. Blast into fractals, a queen of psychedelia that no one else sees. Her arms multifold, spraying paddles through galaxies, her fragrance free to the skies, intoxicating midnight bees. The world embraces its photography. She screams her true name in his neon forest dreams, but he keeps it secret. He knows if he takes a flower and dies, it cannot breathe, so he leaves. The sun opens a weary eye, and the day's disbelief begins. She closes off, draws up, and folds her spell to sleep through the dangers of light. Each day a reckoning before each night.
69.
The next one is gonna be Tradle! Oh, you're still reading Random 30?
Oh, your horse is stubborn. You haven't got rid of me yet.
Cool.
Okay, let's try another one.
69.
Y'all shout out another number.
69.
Everybody's making
You have to get a hook, like they used to pull the people off the stage with. Okay, this one's called Toxins. There's a limited amount of any poison that a human body can take before you succumb. If you build your tolerance up slowly, you can take more and more of a toxin. Amounts that would be lethal to others even, and yet you continue to function. This applies to the psychic kind of toxin, as well as the physical kind. Some people have ingested more, can ingest more, continue to ingest more, and go back for more, not knowing they're on the edge of what could be oblivion. And I'll do one more. Number between 100 and 113, guys.
108.
108. Okay, 108. Oh, this is a good one. You guys speak beginning. This is called Witch. Sometimes I feel as gentle as a hippie in her thrift store skirt. But sometimes I'm ready to blow up a depot and make the Batman hurt. Sometimes I'll laugh when catcalled and provoked. But sometimes I unleash hellhounds on ignorant jerks. Sometimes I'll let men abuse me, sniff wine and play the part. Then one day I awake, tase him, cut off his vital parts. Some days I'm a sweet, soft cooing dove. Then others I'm an orange cat who savors feathers and blood. Sometimes I'm a nature child who would harm none. Then other nights I boil Eye of Newt with black swan's blood and paint glyphs on the wall. Sometimes I believe in good light, truth, and love. Other days I believe in craven desire, the death machine, greed, and disease. I need love betwixt and between. I need love when I am good and when I am evil, just like Satan and God. I don't need Jesus or rehab or jail. I don't need torture, re-education, or burning at the stake. I just need eyes that never look away. I need a friend who believes in not in mythology, but in wretched, blessed human beings, and all their glories and all their mistakes. I know I frighten people sometimes. Sometimes I frighten myself. But I know all these sides of me are real. I know that the witch men fear is a woman with the power to manifest reality from her thoughts, words, and dreams. And so it seems I am powerful and should be hemmed in, labeled, counseled, confined, and if necessary, destroyed. I won't let that happen if I see it coming. The spell I'm casting is one to be aware
aware of the danger of being fully realized. I am witch. I have been and always will be, with or without the labels of society, with or without safe haven among you.
So I am Trier Ward, and this is my book, The Art of Escape. And it's illustrated by Tarandine Abadi. You can get it on Amazon or my website, www.trierward.com. That's TRIERWARD. You can also get it at Page One Books in Albuquerque, Organic Books, or Geronimo Books in Santa Fe.
Thank you so much for watching our weekly podcast. If you have an interesting story or topic you would like us to cover, please email us and check out our website at mnzproductions.com. We are supported by donations, so please donate to our Patreon, GoFundMe, or Cash App listed in the description below. And don't forget to like and subscribe.